Hello, today I'm going to show you how to create a budget planner in Microsoft Excel. This is an easy way to take advantage of technology and help you keep track of your expenses and save money. The tools and materials you'll need to complete this tutorial are Microsoft Excel. You can use any version. I'm going to be using Microsoft Excel 2003, and a list of monthly expenses and an estimate of how much they cost you. Alright, now let's get started. The first thing we should do is move down to the tab section and rename sheet 1 to January by double clicking it, typing January, and then hitting enter. We can keep on doing this for the rest of the months of the year because, as I said before, we can use this one Excel sheet document to keep track of all of our budget and expenses for the entire year. If you need a new sheet, you can just click this little button right here and it'll bring up a new sheet for you to use. Let's go ahead and head back to January. In cell B2, I'm going to type income 1 and hit enter. Then I'm going to type income 2 and hit enter one more time. And in the final cell, I'm going to type total monthly income. Now, to make things easy, I'm going to enter 1,000 for income 1 and 1,000 for income 2. Now we need to calculate the total monthly income based on the two values above this cell. In order to let Excel know that we're going to have it calculate a value for us, we need to enter an equal sign into the C4 cell. This is called an Excel formula. Now we're going to do a cell reference by clicking on the C2 cell, and then we'll enter a plus sign to let it know that we want to add, and then we'll click the cell that contains the second value that we want to add. Once we have all our values that we need, we can hit enter, and you can see that Excel calculated $2,000, which is what we should expect based on the two incomes. Now in cell B6, I'm going to type bills. This is going to be a header for our section that we'll use to calculate our total monthly expenses. So we'll list out every monthly bill that we have to pay. I'm just going to go ahead and put some common bills in here. Electric, water, and insurance. We'll just bundle all the insurance together, auto, mortgage, just so you can get a feel. And then we'll put total down at the bottom here. To make this look a little neater, I'm going to click on cell B6 where our header is, and I'm going to go up to the top and click center text. That way we know it's a header. And for the total, I'm going to click align text right. That way it breaks it up and it's easier to tell what's going on. Now we'll just go down the list starting with auto 1 and enter the amount that each of these bills costs us per month. I'm going to go down and make up some rough values. Of course, you'll put in the values that correspond to your bills. Now that we have all of our values entered, we need to total all of them up. And if you remember from our total monthly income, we can use a formula and individually click every single one of these cells and put a plus sign in between each of them. Or we can use a built-in Excel function called sum by typing sum in all caps and putting in open parentheses. Now you can see it takes two arguments, number 1, number 2, and so on. And you can put as many arguments as you want in here, and once you close it off, it's going to automatically sum all of those together for you. So we'll start in cell C7 and click and hold, and then we'll drag down to our last value, insurances, in cell C14, and then release the mouse. So you can see it says sum, and then we have a C7 colon C14. That's telling Excel to include all these cells between C7 and C14. We'll close off with an ending parentheses and then hit enter. And Excel has automatically totaled up all the values for us. How nice. Next, in order to condense all this information we're putting into one place so it's easy for us to see at a glance and to read, I'm going to enter total monthly expenses up here at the top next to our total monthly income. And I'm going to double click between E and F so that it automatically adjusts to make room for that. And then I'll put savings here, which is just going to be for us to put in a value here in case we want to put some money away to save. We're going to need to keep track of that so we can subtract it from our total monthly income to figure out how much remaining income we have at the end of the month. Now I'm going to put income remaining. This way we can keep track of how much money we have left to distribute between our bills and our savings. For total monthly expenses, since we only have one section named bills and the total is here, we can hit equal sign and then just click the cell and hit enter. So the cell F2 will contain the exact same value that the cell C15 holds at any given time. For savings, let's say I put away $250 worth of savings this month. Now we need to calculate the total income remaining. So we'll put an equal sign to start our formula, and we'll start with our total monthly income. Now we need to subtract our total monthly expenses. So I put a minus sign, and then put another minus sign and subtract the amount of money I'm putting away into savings. Then we'll hit enter. So you can see that my total remaining income for this month is $1,310. The great thing about all of this, and why it's worth it to take the time to set this up, is now you can change values in here and it'll automatically update all the calculated values for you, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's look at this row right here, gym. So right now it only costs you $10 per month for your gym membership. And say your spouse comes home one day and says, "Wow, you're looking really good. Maybe I should start going to the gym with you." So you say, "Okay," and you go and get them a gym membership. Now the gym membership per month goes up to $20. All you have to do is click the cell, type in the new value, which is 20, and hit enter. And you can see that the total here for bills automatically went up to $450, and the total monthly expenses here reflects the same change, and the income remaining automatically updated. You can change any of these values here and everything will automatically update for you. You can see I have plenty of income remaining, so I might as well put more into savings. So we'll put 500. And I still have $1,000 left to spend on whatever I'd like this month. Say we wanted to add another section of bills. You came up with another category. I'm just going to copy over this section to make it quick and easy. And I won't even bother renaming them. Let's just delete some of these because this category is much smaller than your bills category. We'll name it bills 2. So you can see that the total here is $250. Now, our total monthly expenses still only reflects our bills category. We need to add the $250 from this category. So we'll go up here to the formula bar and click, and now we can edit the formula. So originally we just had that one value, but now we need to add this value from this category. And we just click it and hit enter, and now you can see that our total monthly expenses goes up to $700 and our income remaining automatically updated to $800. Before you close out and lose all of this wonderful budget planner that you made, you'll want to go up here and click save. And you'll probably want to do this often just in case something happens. You don't want to lose the work that you've done. Well, that's about it for this tutorial, guys. Thanks for sticking it through to the end with me. I've taken you step by step through the process of creating a basic budget planner in Excel. Now I'm going to show you my personal budget planner that I made in Excel to give you some ideas of how you can modify your budget planner to meet your needs and to make it look a little better than what we did here. As you can see here, it's pretty much the same as what we made. I just made it look a little fancier and added some colors. You can see we have income 1, income 2, and total income. It calculates everything. What I went ahead and did here is I added another column for expected. So this is my expected income, and what this allows me to do is to not only make a budget for myself based on expected values, but it also allows me to keep track of my actual expenses throughout the entire year. And this is just a good thing to keep handy so you can review what you've spent, possibly spent more than you should have on, or what you haven't spent as much as you expected, and you can look at the patterns that emerge over time and redistribute your money in different ways to maximize the amount of savings that you can get. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you can see that not only is Excel easy to use, but it's also a very powerful tool that you can use to save yourself some money.